Good morning. This is Sri Primo with a quick recap of the dramatic second day of the round of 32. On day one, we only had one match, which was Canada, which is now in the round of 32, beating South Africa. But in day two, we had three amazing matches, almost came to three upsets. But two European teams have been knocked out in penalty shootout. And the pressure that came up on these two teams just kind of shows how this World Cup has been in terms of like underdogs, in terms of extraordinary performances by teams which are lower ranked. So let's quickly get down to I'll get down to the first one, which is my team, which is the Brazil. They narrowly escaped the curse of the favorites at the Houston Stadium. They had to rely on these stoppage time drama to eliminate a very highly structured Japanese team. Japan caught the Selakau sleeping in the 29th minute when midfielder Kaishu Sano capitalized on an opening to beat the goalkeeper Alison Becker. But then the fight back for Brazil, when you think about the first half looked dominated by Japan, but in the second half, the Brazilians took control over possession. Veteran midfielder Casemiro injected life back into the Brazilians, drilling home a brilliant header in the 56th minute. But the rest of the um, game seemed mostly favoring Brazil. Brazil made a lot of attacks on Japanese goals, a lot of opportunities. Japan had one or two, and this is how Japan typically wins. You know, they get these one or two opportunities and capitalize. But Martinelli, just as it was seemed to go for another extra period time, uh, uh, the coach who introduced Gabriel Martinelli became the hero, turning home a brilliant cross in the fifth minute of the stoppage time to rescue Brazil and book their pre-quarter-final ticket. So when you think about that, we have Brazil moving on. They avoid an upset. Meanwhile, the two teams, multi World Cup winner Germany wasn't that lucky. Paraguay pulled out probably one of the biggest upsets in the tournament so far at Boston Stadium, defeating four-time champions Germany in a high-stakes penalty shootout. Paraguay actually was the first one to break the deadlock in the 42nd minute, stunning the defense, putting the South American team ahead before the half. Germany kept attacking, trying to get any chinks in Paraguay's defense, but Kai Havertz finally, in the 54th minute, pushed the match to 1-1. But then it did go into extra time. An extra time, there was one goal which I personally think it should have been awarded to Germany, but it was called as an interference on the goalie, and the goal was disallowed. But then that's the way it remained. It went into penalty shootout. Paraguayan goalkeeper Orlando Gil made some massive saves to deny the German attackers, and defender Jose Canales stepped up to score the final sudden death penalty kick, cementing a historic victory for Paraguay and handing Germany an early exit. So down goes another European team, and the South American team rises to the round of 16. In the nightcap, you had Netherlands playing on Morocco. When you think about this game, this was a phenomenal game. Morocco displayed incredible resilience at Monterrey, holding the nerve to knock out Netherlands. The Netherlands actually was able to score, uh, and then Morocco had to battle back. When you think about the time of possession, it looked very balanced. But in the dramatic 91st minute, just when you think everything was going downhill for Morocco, Issa Diop, fantastic equalizer, header, was a brilliant cross to the box, and that turned into 1-1 tie. But it was a critical stop as well, by the goalkeeper in the penalty shootout, because the match went to extra time, and extra time Both teams had chances, but not really great chances. But the goalkeepers did a phenomenal job. But then Morocco's goalkeeper Yassine Bournou made a critical stop of Somerville. That'll probably go down as one of the best saves in the penalty shootout with his left hand up, blocking the ball away and hitting it over the goalpost. And then Moroccan superstar Ismail Sabari stepped up confidently, swept home the winners, sending the Moroccan side to the round of 16 to face Canada. And I would think they would be heavily favored against Canada. So, like I said, three teams that were there yesterday um, that had chances to go to the round of 16. One made it, two didn't make it. Today's matches, we have a lot of great matches with Mbappe will be showcased against Sweden. You got the home team in Mexico playing Ecuador, and then Ivory Coast playing Norway. So looking forward to a lot of these games. Thanks again for listening, and please provide any feedback at primosmusings@gmail.com. Thank you.